Hello everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. I have so much footage to go through, it is unbelievable. It's been a couple days since I recorded the last, not even the last episode, but the voiceover for the last episode. I have probably 6 hours worth of footage to go through and record, because I have just been on a roll with this game. You can see we're starting off right after, oh god, this feels like forever ago. This is right after we fought the Gaping Dragon, and I'm kind of exploring this area for a little bit just to see if I can find anything good. But yeah, just fought the Gaping Dragon, summoned Solaire for it if I remember correctly, and again, disasters are gone after defeated a Grave Lord servant, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't really pertain to us, we haven't had any disasters yet. Yeah, I can't remember how to get out of this arena, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I think we're going to go back and invest in our levels. Unfortunately, we have a place we got to head to very soon that is not a fun level. Actually, it's not too bad. Once again, I'm kind of lost in this area. Man, it's been a while since I've seen the depths, actually. It's been a long while. But yeah, the footage I had got so populated that I ended up starting to record in 30 FPS. But that change won't happen for a couple episodes, but I just figured, hey, if I can cut down on the file size by like halfway, I mean, 60 FPS footage is nice, and I might stick with it later, but yeah. Oh man, remember back when it only cost me 60,000 souls to level up? Or 6,000? For reference of where I am right now in the game, I don't want to include any spoilers, but my character level is well over 2 times what it is right now in this episode. Yeah, I've made a lot of progress. Actually, starting to finish up the game and see what sort of final chores I have left, but again, that won't be for a long time. Finally got ourselves some decent armor, and we will need it, so it's good that we got it. See that rat, we gotta get rid of him. Screw these rats. Is there a reason I tried to head this area? Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I could give back and do some summoning, or some being summoned for this fight in particular. However, Dark Souls 1 has some wonky summon signs. Like, you'll see how wonky it is, actually, right now. Maybe, if I turn around. God. Yep.
Hi.
Yeah. Bought some gold pine resin, just in case. I actually don't think I ended up using that at all. We'll see. And look at this entrance to Blighttown. I mean, look at that. This is one of the cooler spectacles. So Blighttown. Okay, so the Undead Burg is the residence of the, or the lower Undead Burg consists of residents that the Undead Burg didn't want, that were cast out by society. And then the depths consists of residents that the lower Undead Burg didn't want, but were again cast out by that society. There is not a hidden path ahead. Don't pay attention to that message. And then Blighttown was so bad that even the people who were confined to living in the sewers wanted nothing to do with it. But Blighttown wanted in. Blighttown wanted desperately to even be able to live in the sewers compared to where they were. So they built this scaffolding leading up to the sewers. And the sewers locked them out. How cool is that? That is some peak environmental storytelling. Yep, I failed that parry. You will see that these guys are big on poison damage. They're also quite beefy. Yeah, look at that. Not even the backstab is getting it. I am very glad I had the Ring of the Evil Eye for these fights. You can see I'm just taking it so slow. Because these guys are... This is the tough area. Still couldn't quite get the parry in. Now, I did not explore this area anywhere near as well as I should have. I got some of the like big items, but I didn't go search around for much. When I was here, I wanted to get in and I wanted to get out. So if anything, I did kind of speed run my way through, or not even speed run, but you can avoid Blighttown altogether. Or not altogether, you can avoid most of it with the master key. You will see there's a door on the way back up from Blighttown to the Firelink Shrine, which does connect the two, but it can only be unlocked from one side. However, I am so lucky that didn't get me. However, you still have to go to part of Blighttown, and you have to go to my least favorite part of Blighttown to actually progress either way, even if you have the master key. So as such, I just ignored it. I figured, you know what, the scaffolding part I actually don't hate. This section of Blighttown is not too bad for me. People used to not like this area because it was very big on, it was very performance intensive. It was very poorly optimized. The Dark Souls 1 port was not that great. And you can see I got that toxic damage already. Yeah. So those guys will, they will shoot toxic darts at you, and it sucks. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Blighttown, this area isn't so bad, I don't think. I could have jumped over there, I didn't want to, and I was also scared of the noises I was hearing. Yeah. This is, like, the area where I think most people quit the first time the game came out. Nowadays, there's all sorts of media about how important Blighttown is and all sorts of video essays on it, and it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's important. I think it's just a cool level. Yeah, the director for the game is Hidetaka Miyazaki. There's two, like, famous Miyazakis. I get them confused. Hidetaka Miyazaki was all about, he's all about those poison swamps. They've been in every Souls game. They've been in every Soulsborne game, actually. And in Elden Ring, there's more than one type of poison swamp, and there's more than one of each respective type, if that makes any sense. In fact, I believe in Elden Ring there's 3 types of poison damage. There is always poison and toxic, but I think now there's also the I'm sure everyone knows it's the Scarlet Rot. Yeah, Shadow Mat. We got the ninja set. I don't think I'm gonna ever touch that, but it's nice. Yeah, I will say I'd rather go through Blighttown than the gutter again. The gutter from Dark Souls 2 is my least favorite of the poison swamps. Okay, so I actually don't hate Dark Souls 2 as much as the usual Dark Souls fans. It was almost an evolution of Demon Souls in that the environment were the challenges, not the bosses. And it was honestly, I think it's more similar to Elden Ring than it is, yeah, I don't know. You can see a lot of the design philosophy from Elden Ring in this game, or in Dark Souls 2, but the problem is, it just didn't feel good to control. And I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's that the camera's slightly different, maybe it's whatever. It just doesn't seem to demonstrate the mastery of control that I think Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls demonstrate. Kindling the bonfire because I'm a scrub. Now those dogs, those dogs are horrible. Look at these guys. Look at them. And then, yeah, they breathe fire. Oh, I hate those dogs. Yeah, get the backstab. Move out of the Blue Dart's way. Yeah, I don't necessarily actually mind this part of Blighttown. I actually kind of like the disgusting aesthetic, like the shantytown, and I think that's actually why I don't mind the gutter as much as I mind some of the poison swamps in Elden Ring. Here I could not remember how to kick down. I think it's R2, I can't confirm, I don't know, it's whatever. I couldn't remember. And then he goes flying. Nice thing is those guys always give you a purple moss clump. However, they also inflict toxic, and the purple moss clump is not cure toxic. It cures poison. That will be an issue later in the game, in this level. But what's cool is, I don't know if I ever look up at the sky in this area, but you can see Firelink Shrine in the sky above. I don't know if it's like, it's not like an accurate view of Firelink Shrine, but you can see it. Now that I think about it, Dark Souls 3 doesn't have like a shantytown thing for their poison swamp either. Yeah, at this point I just figured, let's just get off the ladder. Let's just get off the damn ladder. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 has an area called the Faron Keep, which has like some ruins, but it's certainly not like a shantytown area. Guys, this is the first time I've been able to kill this thing. At first I thought I was doing no damage. But I am doing damage. That's just, his hitbox is back there. That's a fake hitbox. Oh, that's a fake target. Ignore that target. Yeah, look at that. That's the noise I make when somebody slightly upsets me. Yeah, and we got the power within. The power within. The power within. I don't even remember like the context of that SpongeBob episode. I just remember that one line. There is a shortcut ahead, this is correct. But there is also a miscreant. You see the miscreant right there? Look it up. What a miscreant. Actually, while we're talking about poison swamp, icky areas, in the gutter in Dark Souls 2, the original, not Scholar, the first sin, you can see in the textures, you can see a Heineken bottle, which is really funny to me. I don't know, I feel like little things like that kind of show where they get these textures from, or these assets that you didn't really think about. Look, it's cool. I don't know. And now I think about it, I don't know where they probably got half these textures from. In fact, I don't even know how one would go about making textures in a way that look, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about game development. From what I understand, a lot of textures are just going to be like digitized photos. So like the rocks, those rocks are probably edited, digitized photos. Whereas like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know any more about it. And more often than not, the little stuff like that you wouldn't think about, like the rocks, the wood, probably the garbage in the sewers, those were probably bought from a photo library, or an asset library, because well, the little stuff like that wouldn't really change with art directions, such as the ground, you wouldn't want to put a lot of time into. When it comes to like the armor and stuff, I have no doubt they're making that by hand, but they are probably using shortcuts with the other stuff, I would assume. I don't know. You know, it's funny, I watch a lot of, like, Lance McDonald, who, if you don't know who that is, he's a YouTuber that will, he somehow has hands on a developer's build of this game, that if you can access the developer menu in this game, I've tried, I don't know how, but he somehow has hands on it, and he will kind of pick apart, like, animations, look for models, whatever. He'll just like kind of deconstruct this game, and there's nothing over here. I don't know why I went over here, but you know, the model viewer is funny because it is the model viewer is not in a void because it wants to like depict how it will react to like lighting, so it uses like a stock image of just some like modern contemporary street for the background. So you're looking at like these Dark Souls models, then juxtaposed with like streets. It's funny. At least to me. Look at these guys. Yeah. They have flame whips. want a flame whip. So let's get a drink. So I don't know how much the intro you guys remember, but the intro talked about the Witches of Chaos and how they added one of the Lord Souls. The Witches of Chaos are in Lordran. They are near where we are, actually. So you can kind of... We're not heading to their area yet, but we're kind of on the outskirts of their area. And these bugs are so annoying. They're so annoying, guys. Look at this. Look at how irritating they are. Eventually I just realized I could snipe them with magic. Or with throwing knives. Yeah, I just wanted to get through this area. Yeah, look at those. Look at these guys. And they'll give you like poison damage too. It's the worst. It's the worst. Look at that. It's horrible. Yeah, I think here's where I just started sniping him. God, it's always the small enemies in this game, isn't it? And you can see all these fire spiders. Thankfully they still have 30 casts of soul arrow. And a single soul arrow will kill them. So here I just decided to, you know, snipe them. Why not? It's fun. And he went underneath there, so I'm actually not going to worry about him for a minute. Yeah, the mesquites. The mosquitoes. Mosquitoes, man. I hate them. And so this is the area of Blighttown you would still have to get through. Our destination is that cave over there. But this is the area of Blighttown, this actual poison swamp area that you would still have to get through if you went the alternate route. So it's kind of like, why even try to skip it if you still have to get through this? This is objectively the worst part. I couldn't remember if this guy was dead or not. You know? Thankfully there's a bonfire right here.